Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that's packed with twists, a little bit of cleverness, and a touch of humor. It's a tale about tax deductions, a tax assessor, and how I managed to outsmart the system. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Picture this. I live in Switzerland, a place where every single tax filing is scrutinized by a tax assessor. They can accept, modify, or even deny your deductions. If you think they've made a mistake, well, you can appeal their decision. Sounds fair, right? Well, let me tell you, it can be quite the headache. Now, there are two deductions I always claim. One for lunches away from home and the other for mileage when I drive to work. Essentially, if I can't make it home for lunch, I can claim a deduction of 15 Swiss francs, or about 19 bucks for each meal. And for mileage, I can deduct 0.6 UCAFs per kilometer I drive for work-related trips. In 2020 and 2021, I had my fair share of battles with the tax office. I filed 2 appeals because my tax assessor made some colossal mistakes. They even decided to audit me in 2021. After 6 long months of back and forth, the auditor finally agreed I was right. In a twist of fate, I jokingly asked him if it wouldn't be more effective to audit his colleagues instead of me. He chuckled and said, "I can't answer that question." Fast forward to 2025, when I filed my taxes for 2024. I claimed both deductions for 200 working days because even though my office is just 15 kilometers from home, I never have enough time to get back for lunch. Let me break it down for you. For my lunch deduction, I claimed 15 CF multiplied by 200 days, which totals 3,000 CF. For mileage, I calculated 0.60 RF multiplied by 15 kilometers for trips a day times 200 working days, which came to 3,600 F. In total, I was claiming 6,600 CHF in deductions. A couple of months later, I received a letter from the tax office, and guess what? They denied my lunch deduction. They claimed I had enough time to go home for lunch. Can you believe that? Now, instead of just accepting their decision, I decided to appeal. And this is where the fun begins. Enter my malicious compliance. If they think I have enough time for lunch, then I should be able to claim for more mileage, right? So I turned around and claimed mileage for 4 trips a day instead of just 2. That's CH.60 cents multiplied by 15 kilometers for 4 trips a day times 200 working days. That totals a whopping 7,200 CHF. That's 600 CHFs more than what I initially claimed. A month later, I received a call from the same auditor who had worked with me back in 2021. After some pleasantries, he got to the point. "Look, Lord Knight," he said, "I have to side with my colleague. Given the distance, we can't accept your lunch deductions." But then he continued, "However, I have to admit that if you have to go back and forth twice, you're entitled to claim more mileage deduction." Very well played. I could practically hear the smirk on his face. A week later, I got the new tax bill in the mail. My taxable income was now 600 CHF lower, and on top of that, the tax office had to bear the costs of managing my appeal. So in the end, I turned a frustrating denial into a victory that saved me money. And that, my friends, is how I navigated the labyrinth of tax deductions and came out on top.